Hello friends, as a part of operating system concepts, we will be discussing different types of operating systems. Look here, various types of operating systems listed here. First one is uniprogramming operating system. The next one is multi-programming operating system, multitasking operating system, multiprocessing operating system, real-time operating system. In this session, I will be focusing on uniprogramming operating system. That is what is a uniprogramming operating system and what are the advantages and disadvantages I'll be going to share in this session. And in the next video, we can see multi-programming operating system. Then I'll be building the link between uniprogramming to multi-programming. Why do we want to move from the uniprogramming to multi-programming, from the multi-programming to the multitasking, multitasking to the multiprocessing, real-time operating system. This is what I'll be explain in future videos. What is uniprogramming? Uniprogramming allows only one program in user area of main memory at a time. The main memory is divided into two parts. One is for the operating system and other for the user area. Look here, the main memory is divided into two partitions, one for operating system, other for user area. As per the definition of the uniprogramming, the user area is allowing only one program at a time. When this process wants to execute, it requires CPU and wait for I/O devices for the completion. When the process is submitting request to the CPU will be allocated immediately, and after some time, the process may be waiting for the I/O devices. During the I/O devices, the CPU is idle. Because of the user area is allowing only one process, in this area only one is available, so the CPU is dedicated to only one process only. So due to that reason, the CPU is idle when the process is waiting for the I/O devices. When the CPU wants to execute next process, the present process must be swapped out and the next process swap in only. So here one swapping operation is required for every process. Suppose if I want to run 3 processes or maybe 3 programs, I need 3 swapping operations are required. That is what one of the drawback in the uniprogramming. Let us look here. If I want to run 3 programs, how I could able to run these 3 programs. In this example, we can analyze and we can understand the process of the uniprogramming. Uniprogramming is a serial processing system. That means one by one I can execute. Not possible more than one at a time. As for the definition of the uniprogramming, first I am selecting the P1, then I am requesting to the CPU and CPU will be allocated to the P1. After some time, the P1 might be waiting for the I/O devices. Once the I/O device activity is completed, then again CPU will be allocated to the P1. This will be finishing at the 8th millisecond. Once the process P1 completed, then the CPU want to execute next process, or maybe CPU want to allocate for the next process. But next process is not available in a user area. Why? The reason is the user area is allowing only one program at a time. So first the process P1 must be swapped out and the next process can enter into the user area. So here is one swapping operation is required from process 1 to process 2. Once the CPU is allocated for the process 2, after some time process 2 may be required I/O devices. Let us see here. This is the time is waiting for the I/O devices. Once I/O devices activity is completed, the CPU will be allocated to the process P2. Process P2 activity will complete. Once the process P2 activity will complete, then the P2 must be swapped out and the P3 must be swapped in. So here is one swapping operations are required. Then the P3 will be execute. After some time P3 may be required I/O devices. During these I/O devices, the CPU is idle. So then again the CPU allocated to the P3. Then this task will be complete at the 25th millisecond. You see, as per the uniprogramming system, you see total 3 programs I am able to execute, but all these 3 programs within the 25th millisecond. But in this duration, how much time CPU is idle? Let us count here. Here is 3 milliseconds. Here is 6 milliseconds. Here is 1 millisecond. So total 10 milliseconds of the time is CPU in idle mode only. So that means CPU utilization is very poor. This is what major drawback of the mini programming. Because of this, we want to go for the multi-programming system. Let us go for the disadvantages of the mini programming. You see, IO instructions are very slow compared to CPU. So here is generally we all know that IO instructions are very slow compared to CPU. So the balancing is very much important in the uni programming, but the balancing is not possible always because of IO devices are very slow. That is one of the drawback of the uni programming. And another drawback is you see that for every process swapping operation is required. So if I want to run total n number of programs, so how many swapping operations are required? N number of swapping operations are required. Next, CPU utilization is very poor. You see in this entire diagram how much CPU time is idle. You see here is 3 milliseconds, 6 milliseconds, 1 millisecond. So total 10 milliseconds of time in entire 25 milliseconds. So CPU utilization is very poor. And starvation occurs. What is meant by starvation? Suppose P1 requires 100 milliseconds, P2 requires lakhs of milliseconds, then P3 requires only 2 milliseconds. You see now P3 must be wait cumulative amount of the P1 and P2. So the P3 might be entering into the starvation. So there is a possibility of the starvation. Memory utilization is very poor. Why the memory utilization is very poor? The entire user area is allowing only one program at a time. When it is allowing only one program, suppose the user area is 1000 bytes memory is available. As per my requirement for my process, only 10k bytes. So then how much memory will be wasting? You see that 990k bytes of memory will be wasting. So memory utilization is very poor. What are the advantages of uni programming? It is easy to implement. How? As per the definition of the uni programming operating system, the user area is allowing only one program at a time. So when the user area having only one program, there is no need of any selection process. Where the more than one programs are available, there I need to apply the selection process. But here is no need of the selection process because of only one process is available in this area. Once it is a submit a request to the CPU, CPU will be immediately allocated to this process, and CPU is also dedicated to this process only. So it is very easy to implement. In the next video, I will be explain multi-programming operating system and what are the advantages, disadvantages, and also differences between uni-programming and multi-programming operating system. Thank you, one and all.